If you started out with hundreds of pounds of excess fat on your body and you now still have excess fat on your body, what's going on? Like, why has that happened? If you were counting calories and starvation dieting, what someone would tell you is that your calorie balance is off, meaning that if you weigh 300 pounds now and you used to weigh 400 pounds and a healthy weight for you is 170 pounds, let's say, someone in the old calorie myth world would tell you that you simply need to eat fewer calories or burn more off through exercise, and ideally both. Now, the huge challenge with that, and what many of us on this call may have faced, is to go from 400 pounds to 300 pounds, you may have been on, let's say, a 1,200 calorie diet. And you may be exercising every single day. Let's call this the Biggest Loser approach from the show on TV. That's torture. That if you need evidence, you can watch that show on TV or you can try it yourself. You are hungry, you are crabby, you are cold, you feel literally like The Walking Dead. It's terrible. It's like having a really bad flu, and sometimes it's even worse. So it's not a good way to live. And then if someone were to tell you that the reason you've plateaued is because your flu isn't bad enough yet, like it just needs to get worse, you need more severe complications. I mean, come on. This is why so many of us end up saying, forget it, I give up. Because I've literally semi-killed myself in an effort to be healthier. How can it be this painful to become healthier? And I'm not gonna make myself feel even worse in an effort to get healthier. It just doesn't make sense. So in the old calorie counting world, the message to someone who's plateaued, who still has objectively, medically excess fat to lose, is you just need to eat less and exercise more. You need to try harder. In the sane world, we focus on quality rather than quantity. This is a really important distinction because sane, I'm not here to say that sane is this effortless walk in the park where just keep doing everything you've always done and miracles will happen. Obviously, there's lifestyle change, but the lifestyle change that happens in the sane model of quality is one that gets easier over time, not one that gets harder over time. Starving yourself gets harder over time. It's very easy to prove this to yourself. You cannot eat for one day. It then becomes harder to not eat until you die. Your body is not designed to not eat. Eating less gets harder over time. Easy enough. Eating sane becomes easier over time. And this is a game changer. And it's very simple. This again is just science. We become habituated to our actions. So you cannot, though, become habituated to starvation. It's sort of like saying, could I become habituated to not breathing? No. Could I become habituated to not going to the bathroom? No. Could I become habituated to not sleeping? No. You cannot become habituated to things that are counter to human nature or to human survival. You can become habituated to having different tastes. For example, there are people in other countries than the United States that think certain foods are delicious and that people in the United States think are disgusting. It's not because people in other cultures have different taste buds or different tongues or different brains. It's because they're used to eating different foods.